don't know about you guys, but I've always wondered how original songs come out so often. Like, if you think about it, there are only a set amount of instruments and a set number of chords that can be played. Then there's a set number of words and ways that they can be phrased together. So it makes sense to me that at some point there could come a day where pretty much any song has been ripped off from something in the past song, with similar chords or lyrics. Well, that is what I'm here to talk about today on I.O. I'm Mackenzie Smith, and today I'm going to be listing the top 10 celebrities that stole or were accused of stealing lyrics of their iconic songs. And I think a lot of you will be shocked to see most of the biggest people in music today on this list. But since I can't play the songs for you because of copyright, I'm going to be giving each one a 1 to 10 rating so you guys can see how similar they are and if you should try and compare them or not. So starting off with number 10, I have Truth Hurts by Lizzo. So unfortunately, Lizzo's biggest hit is on this list, with plenty of people trying to take credit for some of the lyrics. Songwriters Justin and Jeremiah Raisin claim to have developed a signature line in the song that goes, "I just took a DNA test, turns out I'm 100% that bitch." In an interview with the New York Times, the brothers claim they participated in an early songwriting session with Lizzo and helped her come up with the now iconic Truth Hurts line. And then when a tweet from British singer Mina resurfaced after the song blew up, wherein which she tweeted the exact first line back in 2017, the Raisin brothers actually then claimed to have gotten the lyric inspo from her tweet. And either way, Mina wanted to get some songwriting credit after that. And lucky for her, Lizzo actually agreed, and the singer is now credited based off of a tweet. Lizzo's lawyer has refuted the Raisins' assertion that they helped write the song, and Lizzo claims they never even had a songwriting session together. So I guess time will tell on this one, as they are now involved in a long legal battle over it. I'm gonna give this one like a 2 on believability. Like, I already said they stole it from a tweet, so they didn't even really write anything anyways. Like, I don't see how they should get any money here. Next, at number 9, we have Taylor Swift's Shake It Off. So Taylor Swift, who generally writes 100% of her songs, also got caught up in a lawsuit when Jesse Graham sued her for $42 million for alleged plagiarism of his 2013 song, Haters Gonna Hate. In her song, Shake It Off, Graham points out that Taylor's chorus is the same as his lyrics, Haters Gonna Hate, Players Gonna Play. In an exclusive with USA Today, he spoke on the matter saying, "Her hook is the same hook as mine. If I didn't write that song, Haters Gonna Hate, there wouldn't be a song called Shake It Off." Swift is now in a legal battle fighting his claim. As well, she's also trying to trademark some of her lyrics so that this hopefully won't happen again. But honestly, after listening to the song, there are zero similarities other than the one line, which I don't think is anything revolutionary that Taylor couldn't have just come up with herself. So this is like a 3 for me. Next, at number 8, we have Coldplay's Viva La Vida. Coldplay was sued by Joe Satriani, who is the guitarist from the band Chickenfoot, over their 2004 song Viva La Vida, and the song won Song of the Year at the Grammys to boot. They claim that Coldplay ripped off their song, If I Could Fly. He said in an interview with the Rolling Stones, "I spent so long writing the song, thinking about it, loving it, nursing it, and then finally recording it and standing on stages the world over playing it, and then someone comes along and plays the exact same song and calls it their own." However, the lawsuit against the band and Capitol Records was dismissed, but a financial settlement was reached between the two parties. According to Rolling Stone, one of the things included in the agreement was that Coldplay didn't have to admit to any wrongdoings. But after comparing, I can see why the band had to settle, as the chorus sounds really similar. There's a good video on YouTube comparing it that you guys should watch if you want. I'm gonna give this one like an 8 for similarity. Next, at number 7, we have Mark Ronson and Bruno Mars' Uptown Funk. Uptown Funk is considered a production masterpiece, as Bruno Mars and Mark Ronson combined tons of influences from the 70s and 80s to make the ultra funky tune. However, in 2018, additional writing credits were added to the song after the Gap band filed a copyright claim that they were copying their song Oops Upside Your Head. The band won this suit, and now Ronson and Mars have to share a 17% share of the publishing royalties with the band. And yeah, this one sounds insanely similar. Like, the intros are almost identical, with the funky grooves throughout sounding really similar as well. I'm gonna give this one a 9 on similarness. Y'all should definitely take a listen if you're a fan of Uptown Funk, because you'll probably like it, based on how similar it is. Next, at number 6, Lana Del Rey's Get Free. For this one, Lana Del Rey took to Twitter to defend herself after Radiohead sued her for copying their song Creep, saying their lawyers were relentless. The tweet said, "It's true about the lawsuit. Although I know my song wasn't inspired by Creep, Radiohead feels that it was and wants 100% of the publishing. I offered up to 40 over the last few months, but they will only accept 100. Their lawyers have been relentless, so we will deal with it in court." According to NME, Radiohead's publishers denied any lawsuit and just said the group wanted writing credit. The band released a statement saying, "To set the record straight, no lawsuit has been issued and Radiohead has not said they will only accept 100% of the publishing of Get free. To finalize this story, during a performance at Lollapalooza, Brazil in March, Lana Del Rey said that the lawsuit was over. After listening to both myself, I can actually see a fair amount of similarities, not in the lyrics but in more like the melody and rhythm. I'm gonna rate this one like a 7. It's pretty darn similar. Halfway through at number 5, we have Ariana Grande's 7 Rings. Singer-songwriter Josh Stone recently filed a lawsuit claiming that Ari copied the hook "I want it, I got it, I want it, I got it" for 7 Rings from his 2017 song You Need It, I Got It. The song includes a hook saying "You need it, I got it, you want it, I got it," which is very similar to her iconic hook. Stone said that Grande's hit has an identical metrical placement of the paired phrases and is seeking the profits from 7 Rings. He also claims that he had a meeting in 2017 with Tommy Brown, who has worked on Grande on all 5 of her albums, and Stone said he was interested in the song. After listening, I can kind of see some similarities, but other than the lyrics being very similar, I don't think he has much of a case. I'm gonna give this like a 4. In at number 4, we have Lady Gaga's Shallow. Shallow was written by Lady Gaga, Mark Ronson, and Andrew Wyatt, but a SoundCloud artist is claiming that they stole a part of his song Almost to make Shallow. The artist named Steve Ronson, which is just funny, like Steve Ronson, Mark Ronson, might not be pronounced like that, but anyway. Steve claimed Gaga stole the 3-note progression for the hook of Shallow. Ronson and his lawyers say that they are seeking millions and millions of dollars from Gaga in a settlement. Gaga's team fired back saying the songs sound nothing alike and that the note progression in question is very common and has appeared in countless other songs. And after my official review, I can definitely hear the similarity, but this chord progression can also be heard in a song like Dust in the Wind, so it's kind of BS, and I'm gonna give this like a 2. And at number 3, we have Ed Sheeran's Photograph. In 2017, songwriters Martin Harrington and Thomas Leonard accused Sheeran of copying their song Amazing, which was sung by Matt Cardle. They sued Sheeran for $20 million for copyright claims, saying Sheeran was guilty of verbatim, note-for-note copying in his song Photograph. After this, the case was privately settled between the parties for an undisclosed amount. So I compared these two, and damn, they are so similar. Like, this might be the most similar on the whole list. The lyrics aren't the same, but literally everything else is, even down to the way that they're singing it. I'm gonna give this one like a 9. Now I can see why I'd settled here. And at number 2, we have Robin Thicke's Blurred Lines. Robin Thicke was accused of stealing his huge banger Blurred Lines from Marvin Gaye's Gotta Give It Up. A jury found Pharrell Williams, who wrote most of the song, and Robin Thicke liable for copyright infringement, and they had to pay the Gaye family $7.4 million in damages. Williams and Thicke appealed the case in 2016, but the court sided again with Gaye in 2018. As well as the upfront cash, Gaye's estate is also entitled to 15% of the royalties from the song forever. This is one that the internet is actually pretty mixed on, with most people not agreeing that the songs sound similar. I can definitely hear a similarity in the melodies, but I don't think it's insanely similar, and I definitely didn't hear it the first time I listened. So even though Marvin Gaye won, I'm gonna give this one like a 6. Finally, taking the number 1 spot, we have Sam Smith's Stay With Me. One of the biggest cases that I have seen of plagiarism is when Sam Smith was accused of stealing Tom Petty's I Won't Back Down on his song Stay With Me. Petty's publishers contacted Smith after hearing similarities between the two songs, particularly during the chorus. They reached an out-of-court agreement to list Petty and Jeff Lynne as co-writers on Smith's song. Petty released a statement saying, "All my years of songwriting have shown me these things can happen. Sam's people are very understanding of our predicament and we easily came to an agreement." So it seems like they ended things on pretty good terms. And for this one, the melodies are very similar. I didn't see as striking of a similarity as some others on this list though, so I'll give it a 7. So that's all for this list. Let me know who had the most similar one down below. And I just want to finish off with some comments. Stray Sheep said, "Oh my god, James can't really compare to TV production. They spend thousands of dollars to produce the show and James just uses a camera and edit. Really?" Honestly, for this one I can kind of see both sides. James puts in a lot more effort to make good quality than most other influencers, but you're right, his expenses are probably like 5% of any other television shows. Love watching this channel, keep up the good job. Thanks so much, Jamie, we love having you here. And lastly, KK said, "Mackenzie is quickly becoming one of my favorites." Thanks so much, girl. Love to hear that. Okay guys, thanks so much for the comments. Subscribe to IO if you want to see more like this, and leave a like down below if you liked. And I'll see you in the next one.